Well, it definitely wasn't Fitz's fault. I mean, he barely had time to throw, so anybody would have put back there would have had a problem today.
I mean, he's got a fair point there because they did put Geno Smith back there, and it did go about the same in terms of not having time. Here's the thing about making the move to the backup quarterback. People have got to feel good about it. Nobody feels good about going to their motley crew of backup quarterbacks.
It's not just that Fitzpatrick has thrown a bunch of interceptions. He only threw one last night, and Brandon Marshall said that wasn't his fault, that was my fault, I ran the wrong route. It's that he's throwing them in the end zone on occasion. It's that this season, in the second half, when you need to win football games, he's got 0 touchdown passes and 10 interceptions. And yet, the man who's most invested in this, Todd Bowles, who needs to see it work and has the most information, keeps telling you, nope, Fitzpatrick's my guy. It must be because he thinks, seeing Geno Smith in practice, that it's not going to get any better with the backup.
Also, let's be clear. We're not long away from when Todd Bowles will have to be coaching for his job. Imagine looking over there and being like, dog, which one of them is supposed to save me?
Well, that will make the Jets better, changing the quarterback. That'll be the ticket right there. You got to change the quarterback. Then they'll be going to the Super Bowl.
That will erase that deficit with the Patriots, right? That'll do it if you just go ahead and change. Yeah, probably not.
It's not what they changed from, it's what they changed to.
Are you convinced that the Cardinals are back on track?
3-3 in the NFC puts you kind of back on track. I don't trust their deep ball. They didn't throw the ball at all deep last night. But the thing that's making them better and different is all of a sudden they've gone from one of these fun, rare long ball teams to they just give the ball to the guy behind Carson Palmer all the time, and that seems to work. And he's one of the best stories in the NFL when you consider that this guy came out of nowhere, and now he's got more yards than anybody.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What seems to be making the Cardinals better is playing against teams that are worse. Their 3 wins are over the Buccaneers, the 49ers, and now the Jets. So have they really gotten this thing together? What you have to worry about is Carson Palmer looked like the second best quarterback in the NFL last year with that offense that Bruce Arians likes, throwing the ball down the field. They've had to look at Carson Palmer and say, all right, we're leaning on the running back.
We do this one all the time in this sport. All the time we ignore the schedule, although he didn't do it right there, and we don't pay attention to the teams that are being beaten on this front. They've lost when they play good teams. They win when they play bad ones. That means that they're kind of just okay.
I think that the key to their success is their warm-up routine.
What's their warm-up routine?
Oh, yeah, you know who that is in the dinosaur suit?
No, someone lost a bet?
That's Patrick Peterson.
Oh, that is, I mean, everything is made better by one of those, right?
Yeah, kind of.
What did he lose? What was the bet that he lost that makes him do warm-ups in this thing?
Who just had this thing laying around? Like, where'd he go buy it from?
Well, that could solve the concussion issue, too, if all the players don't wear it.
And it'd be more fun to watch football, right? It would, but you got to admit, I mean, basically the Seahawks have 4 of those in their secondary, but it'd be more fun to watch if those were actual things in secondaries.
I don't know what the hell they talk about in their house. What is this?
Is Eli Manning right to still be skeptical of Odell Beckham Jr.?
Okay, Odell Beckham's still been out here acting a fool. You saw him do all the ridiculous stuff, proposing to the net and everything else while the game was still in doubt. And after he caught a 15-yard penalty, and Eli Manning goes on WFAN, and here's what he's got to say about Odell.
Well, I think with a win, you can ignore it a little bit easier, and so kind of let the coach handle. Obviously, we got to be careful about getting penalties late in the game and putting our defense in a bind right there. So you can get real sick of it if he's not going out there and making plays. But when he goes out and has a couple huge catches and 200 yards and a game-winning touchdown, you still want to be smarter, but you accept it a little easier.
I mean, he makes a fair point about the penalties. Like, that's where I think Eli Manning has the right to complain, because now this is affecting everybody else. What I don't get about this is so many of these quarterbacks don't ever want to make any headlines, or anybody don't want to say anything. You can find better ways to answer these questions instead of fueling the flog Odell Beckham machine, because that's where we are. Doesn't matter he had 200-something yards receiving. We just want to beat him up over this.
But it does suggest to me that this is something that they view as a real and legitimate problem in their own locker room, because these guys don't normally do this. Eli Manning must be so fed up. If grading on the Eli Manning curve of never saying anything publicly that's interesting, he's willing to continually do this to Beckham, even after Beckham has 200 yards to bail him out on Sunday. This guy in private must be someone who's annoying people, because normally Eli Manning would never do something like this.
Do you know what I'm looking forward to? The interview of Odell Beckham after the Eli throws a couple of picks, to lose a game.
Yeah, Eli said when you win, you tolerate that stuff a little more, just like you tolerate those 2 picks Eli threw a little more because they won.
If Odell comes out and gives an interview where he criticizes Eli Manning's picks, it's not going over as well as this one is in getting filed under leadership.
Did the Big 12 just waste all of our time?
They talked a lot about adding teams, and then they decided to not add teams. The Big 12 has only 10 teams, and it's your latest reminder that big business rules all, and all of these partnerships are kind of sketchy in terms of big business, because basically, as far as I can tell, the only reason Houston is now not in the Big 12 is because Oklahoma doesn't want the competition of having Houston in the Big 12 taking some of their players, and Texas probably doesn't want it either.
Plus, what the hell does Houston do for anybody else that's actually in the conference right now? Like being a member of a club, the club benefits you. Bringing Houston in does nothing. Let me explain something to Houston and everybody else, because this is what's happening with the Big 12 saying they're not expanding. If you are not in a big-time conference in college football right now, you're never going to get into one, because the Big 12 basically had to look around America and say, is there anybody left worth taking into a major conference? And they looked at the whole thing and said, yep, not really. Other thing, the Big 12 doesn't need to expand. The idea is not having a championship game keeps them out of the playoff. There's been 2 playoffs. They had a team in one of them. What are we talking about?
Who won their beef? Frank Kaminsky or the Cubs?
You never thought Frank Kaminsky would have a beef with the Cubs, did you? He's from around there in Illinois, except he's a White Sox fan who says he roots for 2 teams, the White Sox and whoever's playing the Cubs. Here is Frank Kaminsky in the Bartman jersey. He's walking around the United Center before a preseason game. I am surprised that no one tried to snuff him. I don't care if he's 7 feet tall or not. They take that very seriously. The Cubs, they don't really think this Frank Kaminsky thing is very funny. Right. That's cold.
Low blow, low blow.
That is so cold. You're going to put off for Duke. That's how much you want to put it off Frank Kaminsky. But Kaminsky ain't just letting this stuff slide. Like, it goes, it continues. Oh, there's Frank Kaminsky with the old footage.
Oh, snap!
Wow.
Escalated. Wow.
Wow.
Kaminsky, doubling down.
Remember, the White Sox won in 2005, allowing them to actually tell these jokes because they really couldn't for quite a long time. But you thought the Cubs were finished?
Oh, the Cubs aren't done yet either.
Yes, they jiffed them.
Oh, no, when the Frank is too salty.
Yes. I don't think Frank Kaminsky's done.
No, get out of here. There's more from Kaminsky? Get out of here.
Here we go. My reaction when I saw this, he put up the Bartman gif.
Oh, man. I feel like Kaminsky wins this one, Bomani.
Yo, he doesn't know how to play, by the way. But then the Cubs say, you already told that joke.
Right. He did already tell that joke, but it's a great joke. When they hit you twice with the Bartman and you got a century of losing, Kaminsky wins that one. Wins it big, by the way. And Cubs, you better not lose, because then he wins forever.
Well, now we know who Will Bound's least favorite player is in the NBA.
Yeah.
You better be careful with your knees, Kaminsky. I'm surprised Wilbon didn't tackle him just for wearing that Bartman. I'm surprised Wilbon didn't come running out of one of the bathrooms with like a mop and take out his knees out there. Jerry
Reinsdorf, though, owns the Bulls and the White Sox. He might try to trade for Kaminsky.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Give me that ball.
Be careful, Pate, on your neck. Be careful.
Hey, these guys all look like they're in 7th grade.
I was going to say, these guys are small, man.
Wow. Wow, this dude just takes it all the way.
Time to play the game that always lies. You look real handsome today. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, and we question them.
Do you question if football is more fun in China?
What do we have here? Are you going to tell me that communist China allows more shenanigans than that Goodell is basically worse than communism? Is that what you're telling me?
AFL this week, Shenzhen taking on Shanghai. Both teams coming in 1-1, and Mike Washington.
Wait a minute. Is that dude from China, or they got like a personnel market going on there?
Oh! Wait a minute. They're allowed to celebrate they're allowed to have more fun there than they are here.
Wow.
Washington would end up with 5 touchdowns on 140
They're
yards
allowed to use the
receiving
football as a
on
prop
the
over
day.
there.
Yo!
Oh, look at that, wrestling.
Austin capped it off. 22 of 40.
By the way, these guys all look like they're in 7th grade.
I was going to say, these guys are small, man.
As Shanghai
Wow.
wins this game to
Wow, this dude just takes it all the way.
with the loss. Shenzhen.
Darren Sproles would be a giant in that league.
Oh, what the hell is the defense? These guys are soft, man. There's no
Yeah.
defense on those games. Anyone can score there, and then they can go and perform.
And they throw the ball downfield, unlike Alex Smith and Brock Osweiler.
Well, they also appear not to cover, which makes it a lot easier to throw the ball down the field.
Yeah, that's you know.
Okay, I don't know what was but my father just wanted to curse.
Do you question if these guys are athletic?
Ooh, I wonder where this is going. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, there's Peyton Manning. They're probably there hanging out with Cutcliffe. There's Eli Manning, who's even worse at shooting than him.
That ball.
Be careful, Peyton, on your neck. Be careful.
I mean, that is one of the great athletes of our time.
defense in this. You're not? Hey, so that's a good new rule. That might have been our conditioning for the day.
Yeah.
Is that like a commercial for Duke basketball fantasy camp? Because all I see there when I see that is like, oh, okay, these are the dudes rooting for Duke.
You know, there is a video of Eli and Peyton playing ping pong too.
There is?
Yeah.
Where's
sure.
that? Yeah.
This never stops being funny. He just hadn't thought this out. I would say he needed to head toward the door instead of the floor.
Do you question what that sound is?
Thought that sound matched that smell that just started wafting in here, but I guess you're talking about something in the video.
What is that? That's the wailing of a million demons, clearly. Oh, wow. That is a car. Wow.
He's just nudging the car down
Yes,
the road.
that's it. I mean, nudging, it's a little more forceful than nudging. What a hideous sound.
I don't understand the point of any of it.
I mean, is the car stuck to the front of that vehicle?
Yeah, I was gonna say, turn around here and give us a glimpse of what's going on here. Thanks. Turn the camera, buddy. I can't see.
Okay, not great camera work, but that is that's an upsetting sound. Wouldn't you agree that you don't want to hear that when you're driving?
Yeah, especially if you're in the blue car. You
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
take all
You really don't want to hear it when it's your car on the bumper.
That's true.
Coming up next on my son's TV show.
Oh, yeah. Remember that when Bob Barker was messing with that?
Oh, that's
that
right. You
alligator?
remember that? I couldn't believe that. The price is wrong, Bob.
With Happy Gilmore. I think that's like we've gotten to Bob Barker kind of indirectly 3 times.
La, 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 la. Wait till I get my money right. La, 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 la. Then you cannot tell me nothing, right? Excuse me. Is you saying something? Oh. You cannot tell me nothing? You cannot tell me nothing? Oh. You cannot tell me nothing?
It was like an impressionist version of it.
Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that has a sexy whisper. See? Oh no.
He doesn't know how to whisper. I asked him the other day to whisper, and he started whistling. You tell us what's on television tonight, we tell you if we're intrigued or not. I'm dead serious. I know. He doesn't know how to whisper. He was talking so loud in the movie theater.
On Fox Sports 1, Game 3, Cubs and Dodgers.
Even if you're rooting for the Cubs to win, you're an otherwise neutral observer, and you're not from Chicago, you kind of want them to feel some angst, right? Get behind, get a little bit scared. Javi Baez, it's a new kind of Cub, cocky, fun. He knew he was going to do that there. He could have gotten one out, but why get one out when you can get 2? He let it drop, and then all of a sudden the Dodgers got scared. Said Adrian Gonzalez, he looks kind of like me, runs kind of like me. He is caught between second and third. Cubs are fun. They got those young guys. They're going to be good for a long time. Bomani, are you intrigued?
It's more fun for the rest of us when the Cubs are miserable. In fact, Cubs fans, I don't think they'll even know what to do if they don't have the misery of being perennial losers. Yeah, we want them to feel angst. Then we want them to lose.
Uh-oh, wow. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, are you kidding me? That should have been called infield fly rule, you know? I mean, the amp blew that call right there. He blew that call. You know, I thought that the fix was on. Rich Hill against Jaque Arrieta tonight.
Okay, he just gave you a couple of botched infield fly rules, and then he gave you the...
Very intrigued because the underdog is Hill. And I tell you one thing, he's going to come through tonight. He's going to come through for the Dodgers.
At least you remember that he played for the Dodgers. I wasn't sure he was going to get that right.
He called him Ish Hill the second time.
Rick Hill, Rich Hill.
All right.
And Keel. Go ahead, take it all away.
Whatever, man.
I got it right. No,
I mean, you took 7 stabs at it. You got one of them right.
On CSN Mid-Atlantic, Avalanche and Capitals.
Oh, my father always struggles with Alex Ovechkin's name. But, Monty, do you imagine that Ovechkin is good at golf as one of the best hockey players in the world? Let's see here. What do we got? Okay, Bomani, that's a win for Bomani right there. He is very correct. He can hit a puck with a stick, but yeah, that's not going so well.
That was good practice.
Bomani is super right on this one. I also wouldn't have imagined Ovechkin would dress that way either as a hockey superstar. He looks kind of ridiculous in every way. Bomani, are you intrigued?
Seems pretty clear to me they need to get the subtitles on it and send some copies of Happy Gilmore over there to Russia. Proselytize the game. Get some of those hockey players on board.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, Alex, don't worry about it. You are not that bad. You could look like this guy here.
Oh, I knew it, Tim.
Oh, yeah.
However, Chuck actually hit the ball.
Yes. Oh, Charles.
The thing is, the fact that he can even hang on his front leg, it actually did hit the ball, is a testament to how athletic he is while being terribly bad at playing that game.
Somewhere on TV, The Price is Right.
No, thank you. But let's check in with what happened recently on The Price is Right. Well, let's see this.
35, 35, 35. Keep it or spin. Spinning again. 65 for $1. 65 for $1.
Get there. $1. Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah. Take it. Woo.
50.
He's shaking it.
One more spin. Yeah, I like that name. Then for Jones, 50-50.
Oh, he tried to do the gentle spin to get it around just one.
Get there.
Let's go.
Manfred!
Yeah.
Oh, it's like she was punching the stomach over there. Manfred! Oh,
Here we
again?
go.
There we go.
Again? She's going to do it more efficiently than the both of them, isn't she?
A three-way tie on the dollar would be amazing. There's the 70.
Come on. I'm getting all excited here.
Might
Yeah,
happen.
get there.
Three-way tie.
Oh, apparently she had a 30. We didn't have time to put in the clip.
Where was the 30?
Look at her.
Hooray! Missing. There's part of that clip is missing. Hooray! Well, Monty, are you intrigued?
I am not intrigued. I tell you this, though, that'd have gone a whole lot different for contestant number 3 if Bob Barker had still been there. Oh, congratulations.
Oh.
What a great job.
Wow,
Come on over here.
Yeah, I didn't realize. You guys know that about Bob Barker? Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. That's a great TV show, you know. That's a TV show that when you work on it, you know, I mean, you're proud of it. You know, I wish I were part of a TV show that could be proud of it, like that Price is Right. Great show, one of the best on TV. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. See you mañana.
You know, it has been a while since we have seen Bob Barker in this show.
Oh, yeah. Remember that when Bob Barker was messing with that?
Oh, that's
that
right. You
alligator?
remember that? I couldn't believe that. The price is wrong, Bob.
With Happy Gilmore. I think that's like we've gotten to Bob Barker kind of indirectly 3 times.
Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets, kids.